Okay, I think this is sad of a news, pero let's tackle it.
Sa rounds ng ospital, hustle di magtigil. Laging inaalala ang bawat detalye pilit. Pasyente pamilya, sa kanya'y mahalaga. Kaya bawat check-up, laging may pag-asa. Si Doc Chris, Los Bobby, MD, para sa pamilya, laging ready. Kung kailangan mo ng konsulto dito, pumunta sa klinika, yun ang totoo.
Okay. To galing sa GB News, DOH logs 21 dengue deaths in the first half of January. Take note, hindi lang siya first half of the year. Hindi lang din siya first half of, or hindi lang siya first quarter of the year. It's the first half of January. Technically, that's just 2 weeks. From that 14 days, 21 na ang namatay sa dengue. Okay? So 21 people have reportedly died due to dengue in 2025 so far. Data by the Department of Health showed Thursday. DOH said that from January 1 to 18, di naman 2 weeks yun. There were 10,008. Wow, ang dami. 842 dengue cases recorded in the country, which was 8% lower. 8% lower than the 11,781 cases logged during the period of 2024. 21 fatalities in the first half of January 2025 were also 50% lower. So mas mataas nga last year, 42% deaths. Pero syempre, deaths are not good news, no? Again, the dengue virus is transmitted by human to by infected mosquitoes and is common in the country with tropical climates like the Philippines. Sabi nga nila noon, dengue is usually the season sa mga tag-ulan, pero currently, we're considering dengue as an all-around, okay, illness or tropical disease na kahit tag-ulan, tag-araw, okay, end of the year, meron ng cases of dengue. Okay? And if you would notice that this condition is usually seen in areas that are similar to the Philippines. Hindi lang kasi sa atin, more on Southeast Asia, tropical yung climate natin wherein there is usually hot and cold weathers nagmi-mixed, and maganda ang breeding grounds for vectors. Pag sinabi natin vectors, ito yung nagdadala ng virus. Okay, specifically in this case, mosquitoes. And the mosquitoes are usually the ones that would transfer, okay, the virus from one infected person to another. And technically, they use the virus, the mosquito, as a vessel or a transport, no? Ang problem lang din dyan is there are 4 strains of dengue, and you can take, or you could be infected by all 4 strains, and mas malala kapag nakakaroon ka ng different strains. Okay, so it's important for us to promote the programs for preventing dengue in the community. No, sa atin, the prevention of dengue is, I think, the 5S of dengue program by the Department of Health, no, for dengue. Tingnan natin. Diba na ma-bring up ko lang yun. Kasi yun, very important yun. Okay? Kasi dito sa Pilipinas, dung 5S na yan, hindi yung yung 5S in cleaning. Iba din yun. Pero dito, yung 5S na to, it's important for you to do this if you suspect that your environment, okay, can be at risk for breeding grounds of dengue. First, syempre, is search and destroy. So the first S is search. Search for any stagnant water in the area kung saan kayo nakatira, and itaob nyo. Okay, destroy those destroy, o wag kayong mag iwan ng mga stagnant waters because mosquitoes can breed in those areas. Okay, like containers, tires, flower pots, hindi nagfa-flow na gutter sa bahay, okay, pwedeng mag-lay ng itlog ang mga lamok doon. Okay, yun ang ayaw natin. If hindi natin maiwasan, cover them, okay, na hindi mapuntaan ng mga lamok. Okay, the second is self-protection measures. So, self-protection, wear long sleeves, that's best, no? Lalo na kung hindi mo maiwasan. You could use repellents, okay? Marami naman dyan sa merkado, so commercially available naman siya. Meron din tayo yung sticker of, I think, citronella yun. Pero magandang gawan ng evidence kung effective ba yun. Pero minamarket nila yun eh. You could also use screens. Siyempre, naranasan ko to nung bata ako na we use yung tinatawag na kulambo. Okay, pag natutulog tayo. And paggising ko, nasa gilid na ako ng bed. Gilid ng kulambo. Kasi magulo ako matulog. And make sure na ginagamit mo yung kulambo ng maayos. Kasi dapat nasa gitna ka. Kapag nandun ka naman sa gilid, pwede ka pa rin naman kagatin ng lamok doon. Kasi may butas pa rin yun. Ano pa ba? There are treated mosquito nets na, no, na may naka-infuse na, I think, mosquito repellent dun sa sa kulambo. So not sure kung may available na gano'n sa market, pero there are some products that are being mentioned by the Department of Health and World Health Organization. Okay, you could use them for your own self-protection. Okay? Pangatlo, sakaling hindi mo talaga maiwasan at nagkaroon ka na ng simptomas. So, ano ba mga symptoms na makikita mo sa pasyenteng may dengue? Okay, so symptom check for fever. Usually, kasi yung first stage is febrile phase. Next, magkakaroon ka ng rash. These rash is usually, fine na reddish. Okay, usually at the trunk. And kailangan mo siyang tignan ng maigi. And kung may napapansin kayo medyo flush yung mukha ng tao or yung katawan, patingin nyo na agad sa doktor kasi ang doktor mas nakakaalam kung ano yung tsura ng rash ng dengue. Okay? Patingin nyo agad. Yun ang pinakamahalaga. Sumasakit ang kasukasuhan, muscle pain, joint pains. Okay? So, kung napansin nyo yun, fever, rash, muscle pains, kahit headache yun, okay, patingin na agad sa doktor. Okay. It's true, okay lang, pwede nung baka trangkaso, pero we can never tell kung trangkaso lang ba talaga yan or beginning dengue na siya. Okay, mas naaalarma na yung tao, lalo na kung nagkaroon na siya ng gum bleeding. Okay, yun, may possible warning sign na yun, kailangan ma-admit. Pero kapag hindi naman kailangan i-admit, usually yun, fever, rash, headache, or muscle pains, yun yung presentation ng pasyente. And kahit yun lang yung nakikita, patingin pa rin sa doktor para ma-clarify or matignan natin na maigi kung dengue ba ang consideration na ito or others, no? So, seek early consult. So, that is your third. Ulitin natin. Search and destroy. Self-protection. Seek early consult. Okay, fourth. This is more on fumigation. So, you support community fumigation. Kung may ino-offer na sa barangay nyo na magpa-fumigate, magpa-fog dun sa area ninyo, okay, avail nyo na kasi at least may makakatulong na ma-prevent ang pagparami ng mga lamok sa inyong paligid. Okay, sabay nyo na dyan yung search and destroy. So, fumigation can also control the increased numbers of mosquitoes, and controlling the number of mosquitoes controls also the transfer of dengue in the area. Okay? Kung may mga ganon na ino-offer, go ahead. Make sure na syempre, wag ka naman magstay doon sa area na yon habang nagfa-fogging sila. Ikaw naman yung baka malakalanghap nung chemical. Ikaw yung magkaroon ng hazard. Okay? still protect yourself. Okay? And then, number 5. Actually, yung number 5 na dagdag to, recently lang. Paano kapag yun nga, you seek consult, nagkaroon ka na ng dengue, hindi mo na talaga ito maiwasan. Nangyari na at nangyari. Sustain hydration. Okay? You keep yourself hydrated. Okay? So, keep yourself hydrated in strict sense na ano ba pwede kong inumin, Dok, kapag nagkaroon ako ng dengue at nagmo-monitor lang ako sa bahay. 'Di ba? Sabi nila, magpa-monitor ka ng blood test mo every day para ma-check natin yung platelet mo at saka yung hemoglobin and hematocrit mo, as well as your WBC. Pero habang nasa bahay ka, anong gagawin mo? Hydrate. Now, ano yung best? The best would always be yung fluids na rich with electrolytes. Okay? Hydration that will involve your electrolytes will help you maintain yung normal function ng katawan. At the same time, hindi ka magkakaroon ng electrolyte imbalance. Kung may electrolyte imbalance kasi, it might lead to other new symptoms like vomiting, diarrhea, mag-worsen yung muscle pain mo. Okay? So, it's important you hydrate with fluids that are essential with electrolytes. Okay? And marami naman available sa sa merkado ng ganyan. Okay? Sports drinks, take note, it's still sweet, no, yung sports drink. Though may electrolytes yun, I best recommend you consider a electrolyte drink rather than a sports drink. Okay? Na makakatulong sa'yo to hydrate. Okay? Marami dyan. And, syempre wala akong paid advertisement doon. You just look at what is readily available. Okay? Meron yan. Okay? Kung wala naman, well, you could still hydrate with water and also look at up yung how to make homemade ORS. Maganda. Or oral rehydrating solution. Just need a hint of salt and sugar. Okay? Para lang din ma-prepare isang homemade ORS. Okay? So, ulitin natin 5. Okay? What are the 5S for dengue prevention that is promoted by the Department of Health? Okay? Para mapuksa natin mga lamok na kagaya nito. Okay? Search and destroy. Self-protection. Okay? Seek early consult kapag may symptoms na. Support fogging. And finally, sustain hydration. Okay? So, hopefully, may nakuha kayo. Sana, hindi lumala yung kaso. Though last year, we experienced a lot of dengue cases. Unlike ngayon na 21. 21 is still a large number. And sana, hindi naman nagdagan yan moving forward to the year. Okay? So, I hope this video, you find it interesting, no? And sana, if you have cases of dengue there, makatulong din ito to guide you kung ano pwede natin gawin. Okay, if you have questions about dengue, you could also leave a comment. Okay, you could message me also. And if you have other queries regarding other videos of the past, you could also message as well or comment down below. Don't forget to like and share, and thank you guys again for supporting the channel, and I'll see you on the next video. Doc Chris is signing out. Bye!
Sa raos ng ospital, hustle di magtigil. Laging inaalala ang bawat